We set the trends and the script.
Absolutely. You are, you have been, you will be under the groove.
Snip this glue, get in the zone, because we got to go do something. So that's what we did. And I'm going to be honest with you, I used to like it. You got people from the east and the west and different places, to come over and groove with us.
Was Hoover Groovers a part of Hoover? Never met a Hoover Groover. Me and you was never in my life. But
a part of what was called the Bonzella Crips.
Hoover Groovers ain't started no Hoover Crips. And we hit that hand moving on you, walking in your house.
Wait, do that again.
Hit that hand moving on you, that messed up your whole party. You all, you have been, you will be under the groove. Trade Foes 7-11, the Deuce and the Nine. Hoover Head Coach enthusiasts, Hoover Knights, and the Hoover Collective. Today, let's address what responsibilities and accountability should be in the face of bringing us together for peace and harmony in our communities. Through the course of this discourse, a few of you will be called out respectfully, not by name, but challenged to bring to your respective platforms some other than what is considered the norm on them or what you brothers usually deliver to the people from them normally. When this podcast began, it did so stating clearly that its objective is to herald in a new era, starting with Hoover's history that would encompass the origins and experiences that made Hoover, Hoover, and also those experiences that led to circumstances of which many of us regret. Here, we stand on respect, people. It's our foundational under the groove. It's a foundation that each and every one of us should groove on, move on, roll on, or stand on in our everyday lives, no matter what it is we're doing. No segment or episode on Under the Groove is produced or dropped to embarrass, to insult, to disrespect, to incriminate, or to minimize any individual, set, hood, or gang in the black community. That goes for Crips, Bloods, gangsters, hustlers, and ordinary people. You are all respected mutually here. We've learned as we are earning our place in this genre that we're involved in that our role is to serve the people's substance. We do not serve the numbers. We've also gathered that we are invariably responsible for what we bring before the people. That means we won't allow ourselves to get caught up in those subjects or content that bring dishonor nor disgrace to the platform. We don't clout chase here. Here, everything does not go. If we're going to be in this lane, on this type of groove, we then have to assure you all that we control and take care of what we disseminate to the masses. That's our standard. It speaks to our commitment to accountability in terms of what we deem to be viewer-worthy content. Responsibility and accountability will continue to be the mainstay on this platform. That's how we deal with the public, and as such, this is how we deserve to be dealt with by the public and other podcasts alike. Our podcast is still in its infancy. However, we push as men, as adults, who understand consequences. We push not just to bring you guys our history to this platform, man. We push to give unity as a result of it. There are no war of words or fallacious narratives here that lead to conflict with others. We realize that everyone isn't on that page, though, and we get that. It's why we tend to steer clear of those who are on that route. Ours isn't the best podcast if numbers, clout chasing, messy politics, or fallacious content is what counts. But it is if principle is the high mark. We abide by a particular structure that we're building from integrity, not numbers derived from clicks, likes, and subscriptions based on content that tears the people and the community down. That said, to the brother who warranted this response by his reactions, this is certainly directed to you, man. Listen, bro, there are other ways, moves, means, and ideas for you and others to garner content for those clicks, likes, subscriptions, and clout you look for so indiscriminately without jeopardizing the work and efforts brothers out in the field from all over have put in for potential peace amongst us. You know, it said that if you want to know a person, just observe what that person does. We like to challenge you and other podcasts who have been in this game for years, for many years, pushing content that serves the numbers, to drop something that goes to the heart of what our shared plight is in every one of our communities. We challenge you to bring the dying wishes of OG's desires for unity amongst us all to the table. We hope that you can produce that type of content. And if so, we'd like to see and be a part of that, separately or collectively. The point is, do something that serves the people, man. One of the most pressing issues in our communities is gang violence, incarceration, and death. We don't know about you, but we know that it takes those who have been in those streets, really been in those streets, living, killing, serving real time, and dying to affect the type of change our people need to move beyond just surviving. It is us. Listen, man, it is us who must be the vanguard now. And it is you who need to assist as we attempt to move the people in another direction. Hey, man, get out the way. It's that serious. So let's address that. And while we're at it, we will more than welcome our platform and the mentioning of our homeboys and content from others that addresses change for us all. That's the get down we're on. That's the get down we're with. Drop that content that motivates, that inspires, and that builds. Bring that live stream of you and brothers sitting together as men, discussing for the world to see a shared commitment to peace in our communities on your channels. Man, what are you brothers doing? Counting numbers over clicks and over how many brothers or numbers of brothers we can count on saving in 2024. Listen, in order to bring OG's dying wishes to fruition, we're going to have to act together and in concert. All right? Together. We got to be together, man. Because the truth of the matter is, ain't nobody outside the black race coming to save us or our communities. The only thing they will come for is to eat our black flesh from our bones. Look around you, man. When you go through the set or the hood, what y'all seeing? Are y'all seeing what we're seeing? View reality in real time. Look at how other people see us, and as a result, how we're starting to look at and see ourselves through their eyes. You brothers who possess these platforms need to utilize your vision beyond what they would like for our culture to be. Refrain from just watching how our brothers and sisters react to what you're putting in the atmosphere, much of which only assists in the continued degradation of our people and communities. Look, man, I'll be the first to admit that the manifestation of my work and some of our work, from decades ago is prevalent today. It's all around us, and it ain't good. Decades of our negativity is paraded up and down YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. For what? To show how disjointed we are? Point to the dignity of it all. Point to the structure or guidance it offers to those in need. Ain't nobody coming to save us, man. If we stay on the path we're on, in less than 10 years, there won't be a us. And as a people, we do not exist as a unit when we should. We have absolutely nothing together as a unit. All we share together is stacks and stacks of obituaries of dead brothers and sisters, and of brothers and sisters being locked away in concrete prisons. Not a one of us can go to our respective communities and proudly point out a street, a block, or a corner owned by black folks. Our communities will continue to be usurped right along with our culture and our very lives. And it's going to be done as they're smiling in our face, calling us bro, my guy, homie, and their favorite, my nigga. Or telling you how much they love your last episode on how so-and-so beat down, chipped, or punked another brother. Stop using each other for fodder, for this number games that you brothers calculate and tally profits from. Start using this apparatus as the power structure it is to build and push forth content that uplifts the people from the damage and rubble we left behind that they now stand on and is living in. Under the Groove, the Hoover Story podcast, man, listen, it's open to anyone, even you, bro. As long as you and your issues, your message, topics, and narratives are respectful and informative to and for the people. You're more than welcome to come and sit amongst us as men in the spirit of healthy dialogue and camaraderie. That goes for anyone with a podcast. Let's make it make sense to where the people benefit as a result of the moves we're making. This is where Under the Groove stands with it, man. So what square you on? The next time one of you dudes want to play the numbers game, clout chase, or be with the messy politics on other brothers, ride through your communities, man, and assess the state of affairs over there for some worthy and helpful content for the people. So look, man, that said, man, I'm going to cut out, man. But before I do, peace, man, and power in the people. This shout out I want to get a Gino, man, Low Head, Lemon Deuce, Hoover Crip, man, or Hoover in peace. You will be missed. We loved you, man. Also, we'd like to send a shout out to ODM Slim for his recognition and positive feedback of an Under the Groove episode that he highlighted on his channel. We appreciate that, bro. I'd like to dedicate to the people, The Heart, Part 5, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar. Y'all check that out, man. Listen carefully. You have been, you are, and you will be, past, present, and future, Under the Groove, man. Peace. Trey folks, 7-Eleven, the Deuce and the Nine. You have been, you will be, Under the Groove.
But we ain't game banging, this is about education. We trying to educate our youth right now, nigga. Hey, said day is the best day. Skip walking across the floor in the best way. From Trey to the one way, it's a stump day. LA to the NY, let this funk play.
Back in them days, it was love, loyalty, respect, and honesty.
That's my nigga Gumby right
there
from the
deuce, bitch.
That's my
Ex-busters,
nigga
hooks, and
Rico
snitches put on pedestals and ventilators.
Say lows on that Hoover shit. HIP, Tony Moon, one of the hardest poets I ever heard connected with this star shit. Hey, baby Jap and Jap 5, quick to set it off on the mic in the shack live.
When the shit get real and feel to the wheel, and then you will see. You sitting up in that motherfucker, looking at that light sim, that death sim.
Then they run into a witness stand, telling on their own homeboys.
Hoover stomp all night like this. Hoover stomp
I know
like
trouble, I know how to start them BS, no trouble.
Yeah. I'm a New York nigga in the Pacific Sun. I say West Side Hoover if you ask where I'm from. Finest California run, still infusing my lungs. All about my bread, I ain't leaving.
Understand the end game. What's your end game? What's your purpose?
Keep one in the head or I don't need a gun. I'm with Hawk on Hoover Street with a low ass jump. Hopping down Figueroa with a whole selling cunt. Grooving like this, come second to none. Grooving like Scone Young, grooving like Booker Bone. I'm bad to the bone.